What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to give a quick, hopefully that stays. I just want to give y'all a quick thank you for my last video. And I know people are still watching. I know people are going to, still search up and look up, gambling and stuff and why, it's bad for you, whatever. I didn't just care for the views, the money and all that. That always comes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my priority. My priority is to help y'all. And I feel like I just found my niche. I feel like I found something that is going to work. I feel like doing more story times or doing like reaction videos and giving my opinion on what's going on with the world, learning together as a group is going to help us so much. Having a community. So, that's like my ultimate goal. I think that's something I want to bring to this channel. Anyways, so I want to talk about a story where I almost did a hit and run. And this actually happened almost like two and a half weeks ago. I actually was technically in an accident, but it's kind of complicated. So I live about 20 minutes away to where this community rec center is outside, and I had some friends that wanted to play. And so, and this is like, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We play until like 9, 10 o'clock. So, I get there, we play basketball, we have our fun, whatever. And, they left. It was like 10 o'clock, whatever. No, that's not 10 o'clock. It was like, exaggerating, probably like 9. And they were like, are you going to leave? And I was like, no, I'm going to stay for, 30 minutes, while the lights are still on. So they're like, okay. So I stayed for about 20, 30 minutes. And I'm about to head out. And there's these 4 guys that was playing on the tennis court. They're on the opposite side. Like, they're on the other side. Like, there's a basketball court and then there's a tennis court. They got 2 different areas. So I'm getting myself, I'm heading out, but I see them playing. They can't see their car. Their car is, like, far out from where the tennis court is. It's just, like, 200, 300 feet away. Like, it's hard to see. So I'm getting to my car, and as I get to my car, I'm getting ready to go in reverse. And I went in reverse. I didn't know there was a car behind me. Because usually, the area, especially around this time in the winter, nobody's going to want to be outside playing basketball. So I assumed that the car there was no car behind me, because there wasn't none when I parked. And that was lesson number 1. Always check your surroundings. No matter if you think no matter if you saw earlier that there's somebody around or not, you think there's nobody, because always anything can happen. I ended up reversing, slowly backing up. Didn't go fast or nothing. And you're going to see the pictures on the screen here. I gave him a scratch in the front. It wasn't like nothing bad. I didn't break his headlights or nothing, but it was a little accident. I gave him, scratches up in the front. I got scratches in the back of my car. And, I felt horrible. Now, my initial thought was, what do I do? Because you're panicking. I've never been in an accident like that before. So I'm panicking. I'm nervous. Like, I've never been in that situation. And, the other thing too is like, my insurance is going to go up. I've been having a hard time. I'm having a rough time, sometimes with money and stuff, but money comes and goes. That's what you need to know. Like, money comes and goes. You can't worry about that. So I'm panicking, and I, have nobody to talk to. So I'm driving out. I actually left, and the people on the tennis court have no idea that I just, basically backed up into the front of their car. I don't know what the brand is. I can't remember. But, so I'm driving out, and 5-10 minutes go by. So I decide, this doesn't feel right. Why am I leaving? So I call my mom, and I kid you not. So after when I called my mom, when I called my mom and I said, Mom, I just did something horrible. She said, what'd you do? I said, I just backed up in reverse and I hit somebody. And she was like, where you at? I was like, I'm driving home. She's like, no, you better, in her exact words, get your ass back over there and do the right thing. Own up to your shit and tell them that you did it. And, I was like, but, it's going to be bad. It's like, my insurance is going to go up. I'm going to be paying more, this and that. It's not about the money. That's what I gotta always keep reminding myself and telling you, it's not about money. You know, I'm not perfect, and I'm always gonna admit to that. I'm not, you know, and I'm up here to tell y'all that. But you know, it's just like, you want to do the right thing, you want to go to jail, because that's a crime. You know, you hit and run, you can go to jail for that. You know, and not telling that person is a fucked up thing to do. So, I went back and I drove back. It took about 5-10 minutes, and I drove up. I went back and parked, and I went to the same exact spot where I parked. Actually, no, I didn't. I drove up and I had my hazards on, in case if somebody, you know, wanted to park. I had my hazards on because I was gonna leave after I told him. And I told the guy, first I asked a group. It was a group of 4 guys, and I was like, somebody, whoever's, you know, car is outside, I accidentally hit somebody. It's a great car. And they were like, which one of y'all is it? And I was like, yeah, I feel bad. I know it's one of y'all. Whatever. I can give you my number or whatever. Finally, one of the guys said, you know, it's me. And then afterwards, he said, don't worry about it. And I couldn't believe that. He said, don't worry about it. It doesn't take much when you do the right thing. And I went up to him. I said, I'm so sorry. You know, I didn't mean to hit you. I hit you. I didn't mean to hit your car. You know, because, you know, I'd never been in an accident. I've been driving for 3-4 years. And, you know, I'm always careful when I drive. And it was an accident. It was, you know, something that I didn't intentionally want to do. But I did the right thing. And, you know, and it felt good. You know, even though when I was so wrong and it feels embarrassing, I went up and I told him in front of all 4 guys, and they all stared at me. You know, it was nerve-wracking, but I told him, the guy straight up, I said, I'm sorry. Bigger dude to me, twice his size, you know, staring at me. I was just like, I'm sorry, I hit you. I can give you my number. So we exchanged numbers, blah, blah, blah. And then I told him, I gave him an apology. I said, I'm sorry for hitting you. You know, you can exchange, I can give you my insurance, whatever. So, you know, we can get this settled. He's never reached back to me since. Never. He didn't reach back to me at all. My point is about this story is, when you do the right thing, no matter how right or wrong you are, there will always be a good thing that will come back to you. You might not see it now, but as time goes, it will always come back and it'll be greater. You know, we always think like money is never going to come, you know, or people will never come, the good people will come. You know, when always something bad happens to me, or not bad, when something doesn't go my way, I always think it's a blessing, because that's when your hardest times are going to be, and it makes you a stronger person. So I know now, if I ever get into an accident again, I know I got to own it. I know that, you know, in my subconsciously, in my mind, you know, obviously you don't, you know, want to get into an accident, but, you know, just talk to the person, you know, just like, you know, make sure you stay there. You don't leave the scene. Never leave the scene, y'all. When you ever get into an accident, you never leave the scene, because you want to make the situation worse, and you're going to get yourself in jail. It's a federal crime. You can't do that. You don't want that on your criminal record. I mean, I would rather pay an extra $100, $200 than having something on my criminal record, and, you know, eliminating my opportunities for, you know, for jobs and stuff. But, you know, just always do the right thing. Even if, you know, you did something terrible, you know, it makes you a better person. It makes you stronger. It has bravery behind it. And, you know, that person respects you more. They might be mad at you, but they respect you, because, you know, a lot of people, they hit and run, and they have warrants on them. You know, they go to a different state because they hit somebody else, you know, and that's not right. You know, we're not perfect. You know, that's what everybody's got to understand. When you're not perfect, you know, you got to admit to it. And, you know, that's one of the things I had to learn, and it came out good. I got great. I had a great blessing. He didn't reach out to me. He didn't ask me for my insurance. He didn't even respond to the text when I told him I'm sorry. You know, so good things always come around. So, but yeah, I hope y'all find this video useful. I hope y'all having a very productive day. Let me know in the comments down below if y'all enjoy listening to these story times. And if y'all do, I will definitely make more of them for y'all in the future. But I really do care for y'all. I really want y'all to know, like, you know, people like me, I'm not perfect, and I want to share that with y'all because, if we were all perfect, we would never be, you know, getting better, in my opinion. And we would never be like improving on ourselves, seeing, you know, who's like, people to look up to versus people to look down on. I mean, not down on people like, that needs to improve, but people you need to look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like people that you can learn from because, it's every day's a grind. If I had something gifted to me, which was like, $200 million, it doesn't feel like it's mine. It doesn't feel like I earned it. Now, does it feel like, better? You have a better lifestyle, of course, but I know deep in my heart, like, I know I didn't earn it, and that's what life's about. You want to earn it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? You want to, work hard for something. You want to feel that accomplishment that you did it, But anyways, I don't want to get off topic with the story. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, let me know down in the comments if y'all want to see more of these type of story times. I'll definitely be doing more if y'all like them. And I'll leave the other video about the gambling down below on the screen. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. See ya. Listen, I just want to say one last thing too. My problems could be big for me with my current situations. Everybody's problems are different, but we all share the same, type of pain. Similar situations, but maybe it's more money involved, or maybe it's, more severe accidents, or, just bigger causes. So, I just want to let y'all know, comparing and, saying I've had it worse, or, or I'm better than you, never solves anything. I'm not here to compare. I'm not here to, give out, oh, I've had the worst accident, because I didn't. I'm just sharing you my story, so maybe there's something I can teach you all from this video. I love y'all.